Welcome back everyone, and in this video, we're going to discuss the two stocks that Cathie Wood and her team at Ark Invest have been heavily buying into to start out 2021. And Ark Invest has been one of the best performing asset managers over the past 5 years. And their flagship fund, the Ark Innovation ETF, has grown over 174% over the trailing 12 months. And in this video, we're going to discuss two stocks that Ark has invested more than $500 million into in the first 6 weeks of 2021. And if you're new to the channel, I'm going to ask you to please hit that like button and subscribe. I am the Gen Z investor, and every single day we talk about the stock market, going over different stocks you can buy or sell, or any major market news. So please hit the like button, subscribe for those daily videos, and we're going to jump right in to the first stock that Ark has been heavily buying into to start out 2021, and that is ticker NVS or Norvitas. This is a healthcare company with a focus on reimagining medicine. And taking a look at the share price information, they currently trade for over $91. Over the past 12 months, they are in the red by just over 5%, and their current market cap is at $205 billion. And the company trades with a trailing 12-month PE of just over 25. And if we take a look at their company profile, they research, develop, and manufacture different healthcare products all across the world. And they have two main business segments, and one of them is innovative medicines, which is focused on developing prescription medications for many different areas within the healthcare and pharmaceutical sector. And if we take a look at the chart, Ark has been loading up on shares to start out 2021. The purple line on the chart shows how many shares Ark owns within all of their funds combined. And we can see, starting early on in 2021, this chart has absolutely exploded, and Ark continues to buy more shares each and every day. And the top yellow line shows the average cost on the day that Ark was making their purchase. And I summarized all the data into very easy numbers. So on the day that this video has gone live, Ark currently owns over 7.28 million shares of Norvitas. And from January 1st, 2021, the company at that date was only owning around 2.18 million shares of the company. So in the first 6 weeks of this year, they have purchased around 5.1 million shares of this fast-growing, dividend-paying, big pharma and healthcare company. And taking a look at an average cost of $93 per share, that means Ark has invested around $474 million into this company so far in 2021. And that investment is absolutely massive. Even for a company like Ark, I understand they've had tens of billions of dollars flooding into their funds, but they don't just invest close to $500 million in one single name if they don't believe it's going to succeed over the long term with their new innovative medicines. And if we take a look at their latest investor presentation, this company has a large suite of assets that are still going through the pipeline. And over 2021, they did extremely well with a lot of their medicine developments. And for 2021, in this current year, they still have a massive pipelines of products going through different stages of development that are hopefully going to lead to some very long-term success and total revenue growth for this business over the next 3 to 5 years. And right now, the estimated fair value from Morningstar for this company is at $93.41. So at this current share price, they are trading slightly below the estimated fair value per share, which may mean they're at an attractive level to get in and buy. And if we take a look at the next analyst report, we're expecting over 15% share price growth over the next 12 months, and the company is rated as a strong buy. I will point out that there were only 2 analysts surveyed, and there are not a ton of people covering this company. Over the past 6 quarters, we've seen 5 positive earnings surprises, and for 2022, we're expecting over 11% total revenue growth from this big healthcare name. And for many years in the future, analysts are predicting around 9% total return for each year over the next 5 years. But I personally believe that this company will outperform these analysts' expectations. Ark Invest focuses on companies who innovate and change the way we live our daily lives. And they would have not spent close to $500 million buying Norvitas shares if they did not believe or predict some massive future upside over the next few years. They understand this industry, they understand the drugs and the services that Norvitas is currently developing, and they must see a bright future for this company down the road. So definitely take a look at Norvitas, the first stock that Ark has been heavily buying into to start out 2021, and their total investment came in at $474 million in less than a 6-week span. And now if we jump over to the second company in today's video, we have DraftKings, ticker DKNG. They currently trade for around $62, and this is a younger company focused on the online gambling sector. And Ark has just started their position in DraftKings. Taking a look at the chart, their first initial purchase occurred on February 1st of 2021 with a buy for more than 620,000 shares. And over the first 2 weeks, the company had now purchased a total of 1.65 million shares of this young online gambling company. And we can see the transactions and that all 4 buys have occurred in the 1 to 2 week span. And if we take a look at my spreadsheet where I summarize all the data, so we have DraftKings. Their current buys this month came in at 1.65 million shares. They started 2021 owning 0 shares of this company, which of course means their entire position of over 1.6 million was purchased over the past 6 weeks. And taking a look, with an average cost of $61 per share, that would represent an over $100 million investment into DraftKings in the first 2 weeks to open this position. And comparing these two companies side by side, we can see that Ark has invested close to $600 million into these two names to start 2021. Both companies have a ton of future growth potential and operate in an industry with completely new innovation and development coming out each and every year. And if we take a look at DraftKings in their latest investor presentation, they're estimating the growth of the entire US online gambling market to reach $21 billion. And from 2018 to 2019, their New Jersey market grew by over 62% year over year. And if we take a look at their projections for the total revenue of this business, we're expecting a 31% CAGR for the next 2 years in the future. And taking a look, from 2017, they generated around $236 million of revenue, all the way up to 2021 full year, they're expecting around $700 million of total revenue for that 12-month span. So that would be a massive year-over-year growth from this young company. And they're expecting the US to continue to legalize online single sports game betting. And right now, only a small percentage of the US population has access to DraftKings. So as more states legalize the services, this company is only set to explode for many years in the future. And they're the market leader in this fast-paced industry. And taking a look at some investor reports, they are currently rated as a buy with 5 strong buys, 14 buys, 8 holds, and 1 sell. And their annual revenue is expected to take off and reach over $866 million by 2021. And taking a look at Yahoo Finance, they're predicting around a 56% total revenue growth over the next year, which would get them to that $866 million estimate. And with regard to net income and earnings, we're predicting close to 40% annual earnings growth over the next 3 years in the future. And taking a look at where the company is today, we're expecting them to still post some net losses for the next few years, but by 2025, we're predicting over $3 billion in total annual revenue with around $3 million in net income. So as time goes on, the company's total top line is set to expand and they're going to reach profitability by 2025. And taking a look now at some future growth projections, analysts overall are expecting 40% per year growth from DraftKings, which I believe to be a fair expectation. This company is in a fast-growing industry. The entire market's only going to continue to expand, and as more of the population has access to this online gambling service, I believe it's only going to take off, and DraftKings is going to be the leader in this industry for many years down the road, and I completely understand why Ark Invest has started such a large initial position into this company. They bought it in a couple of their funds with a total investment of over $100 million. So if you're interested in following along with Ark and buying the companies that they own, take a look and do some research into Norvitas and DraftKings. 2 different types of companies, one healthcare and pharmaceutical focus, and another consumer/tech name. So different sectors both have potential to explode going forward, and Ark must see a bright future for both of these names over the long term. So thank you for watching, everyone. I am the Gen Z Investor. Every single day we talk about the stock market, and today we went over Ark Invest, and they're the two most recent buys. People love to talk about Ark. People love to learn about Ark, try to buy the companies that they own, and invest in the same manner that they do because their results have been nothing less than spectacular. All of their funds are up more than 100% over the latest year, absolutely destroying the S&P 500. So once again, thank you for watching. Please hit that like button and subscribe, and see you in tomorrow's video.